that'll be good for our guys too, because obviously in-game reps, we need to see stuff like that, and so we need to get better at those things as well.
It'll be nice, knock on wood here, the weather would be a lot nicer for this game, because, it was kind of a...
Anthem. Yeah, honestly, I haven't played Charles City on Tuesday, and it looked like they suspended Taylor in about the fourth inning, and so, it's a blessing and a curse to deal with that turf, and, obviously circumstances weren't the greatest in that second.
We'll be here. Thanks for your time. We'll talk to you again. Game. I think we need to go get it checked out.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site lab. Without waiting for an appointment, our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen strains and the walk is everything you need it. Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can even check in on WaverlyHealthCenter.org. Check-in. And a care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small town comfort.
We are family.
Hey kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation.
Yay!
I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer. So let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
We are family.
Welcome back to Northeast Iowa Conference Baseball. Waverly Sharrock hosting Decorah here for a doubleheader. It's time now for the Right Seed Company Field Report. You'll always have perfect field conditions when you plant Merchman and Whiffles hybrids from Right Seed Company in Waverly. Right now, 72 degrees, partly cloudy skies overhead, or mostly sunny if you're an optimist. It's perfect out there right now. It's 72 degrees. There is a south wind blowing about 6 miles per hour, and that's really not going to affect the game at all. Obviously, the infield is all field turf here at Hurdle Field, and the outfield is perfectly mown grass. So we've got great field conditions. That's the Right Seed Field Report. You'll always have perfect field conditions when you plant Merchman and Whiffles hybrids from Right Seed Company in Waverly. Be back in a moment. We'll introduce you to the starters for both Waverly Sharrock and Decorah. This is the pregame show. Go Hawks against the Vikings in a pair of games on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tamala Johnson, principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly. I invite you to discover what academic, emotional, and spiritual growth opportunities St. Paul's can provide your children. If you're interested in school choice and giving your child a well-rounded educational opportunity in a Christian setting, please visit our website or call and ask about our educational and scholarship programs. St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly is an accredited institution where Christian faith and learning go hand in hand.
Attention do-it-yourselfers. Whether your to-do plans call for a quick fix-up or for a major project, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Janesville Lumber is everything you need, like tools, paint, and all the supplies to get you started. Best of all, their experts can help answer all your questions to make sure you have the right items. So before you roll up your sleeves and get to work, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Proud to support Janesville High School and community events, Janesville Lumber.
Welcome back to the pregame show as Waverly Shell Rock takes on Decorah in a pair of baseball games. Let's meet the starters now for both teams. Let's begin with the visitors from Decorah. They're coached by Adam Riley, assisted by Zachary Trudeau, Matthew Kimple, and Ken Dilly. They lead off with left fielder Jacob Pipo. On the mound, Keenan Tyler. At third base, Noah Stortz. Batting cleanup and playing first base is Sam Kleiner. Brady Stilley is behind the dish. Ethan Holthouse in center field. Batting seventh, playing second base is Caden Allstad. The designated hitter is Thomas Osley, lit for shortstop Dane Frieden. And batting ninth and playing in the ninth spot, the right fielder, Ben Weimer. Decorah is in their red uniforms with blue lettering and numbering, says Decorah in cursive across their chest with white trim. Gray pants with a red stripe down the side. Their hats are blue with a blue bill, and then a red D in the style of the Detroit Tigers. Now for your Go Hawks. They're coached by B.J. Hermson, assisted by Nate Hine, Ryan Willis, and Malcolm Newell. They send out this group of young men. Leading off and pitching, Carson Graven. In left field, Dylan Stockdale. Chance Key in right field. The cleanup man is Corbin Dewey. The big man plays first base for the Go Hawks. Batting fifth and designated hitting is Nolan Foster. He'll hit for second baseman Lance Myers. Abram Rage behind the dish. Jacob Lord at third base. Sam Rose is at short, and batting ninth and playing center field is Ethan Hennings. The Go Hawks in their white jerseys with white pants. They have the black pinstripes. WSR in black on their left breast with gold trim. Their hats are gold with a black bill, and they've got that Go Hawk batting logo for the first time at the varsity level on their caps this year on those beautiful gold hats. The Go Hawks are being announced on the field right now. We'll take a break, come back with the national anthem. It's the Go Hawks, it's the Vikings, it's the K-Way Sports Network.
Planting season is upon us, and Red Power in New Hampton is ready to provide your farm and family the service you deserve. Red Power is a family-owned Case IH dealer spanning across northern Iowa with 45 years of service. Red Power in New Hampton is ready to provide you with the best in advanced farming systems equipped in their new machinery for precision farming to allow you to control the entire farming cycle. Go to redpowerteam.com today to see how Red Power in New Hampton can get you in the fields with success. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people.
On the field, the Go Hawks are in the field in their positions, and then the non-starters are down the third base line. The Vikings are down the first base side as we listen to the national anthem being played here at Harms Stadium in Waverly at Wartburg College's campus. Let's take a listen as our national anthem is played. Welcome back and play ball. It's the Decorah Vikings at your Waverly Shellrock Hawks on the K-Way Sports Network.
First Maxfield Mutual Insurance provides protection for your home or farm you can afford, all backed by friendly hometown service. The staff at First Maxfield Mutual Insurance in Denver knows the Cedar Valley area and knows insurance. Whether you want to review your current coverage or you need some advice and a quote, we're here to provide you with personal attention and the coverage you need. For over 150 years, Cedar Valley residents have counted on us for quality protection from Farm Mutual Insurance. Contact a First Maxfield Mutual agent for all your insurance needs.
Team, a group of people working together toward a common vision. Dr. Alan Young of Waverly Family Dentistry has set his team's goals as to exceed the patient's expectations. Dr. Young and his team sees a patient's mouth not as it is, but as it can become. Nothing is impossible. They can turn obstacles into possibilities. At Waverly Family Dentistry, Dr. Alan Young can take common dental problems and attain uncommon results. They do this because in Dr. Young's eyes, his patients are simply the best.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
The more your life changes, the more your insurance needs change. I'm Christy DeMuth, agent. In just minutes, I can conduct a free personal insurance review to help you determine how much and what type of coverage is right for you, with no costly gaps or overlaps.
For over 155 years, First National Bank has served our communities with commitment and dedication of providing quality financial services. Hi, this is Steve Williamson with First Bank. While our name has changed from First National Bank to First Bank, everything else is the same. We're the same us with just a new name. You will see the same friendly, dedicated staff when you visit any of our locations, and we will be offering the same great products and services to fit your financial needs. At First Bank, we are excited for the future and look forward to serving you first. Member FDIC.
Life is complicated enough. Why not simplify it? Hi, I'm Andrew Kaler with the Denver Insurance Agency. Our multi-policy discounts offer great ways to get lower rates for each policy, and it's a perfect way to make sure our customers get our best deals. Call today. Let's talk savings when we bundle your farm, home, and auto insurance. We're Denver Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual Insurance provider. Call today, 984-6151. We're committed to making sure our customers get our best deal.
First, here's what they look like defensively from left to right. In the outfield, it's Dylan Stockdale in left, Ethan Hennings roaming center field, and Chance Key in right. Around the horn, Jacob Lord at third, Sam Rose is at short, Lance Myers at second, Corbin Dewey's at first, and the battery has Abram Rage behind the dish, and the pitcher is senior right-hander Carson Graven, who's thrown 5 1/3 innings this year. Opponents bat 167 against him. His earned run average is 2.62. He struck out 10, walked 4, has not hit anybody, only given up 2 earned runs on the year. Coach said he threw about 50 pitches on Tuesday, and now they're going to let him get up to 70 pitches here tonight as they're working him back to more of a long starter, as he had some injuries and a little hurt on the shoulder, and he's a great pitcher. He was really confident Tuesday. That's the thing that stood out to me on Tuesday, was just his confidence level was through the roof, and he's going to have to be confident tonight because the Vikings can hit. They hit 356 as a team, and they have swatted in 76 RBIs. Compare that with the Go Hawks, who are a little worse batting, not a ton worse, but 315 instead of 356. The Go Hawks, though, have hit in 81 RBIs on the season, as Graven getting a few more warm-up pitches. The umpires strangely showed up a little late. They were doing the starters announced and look, and I thought, where's Blue? The umpires were nowhere to be seen, and then they came out, and while Carson Graven was ready to warm up, they were having their coaches meeting at home plate. The umpires in their dark blue uniforms with the gray slacks and the black hat with the Iowa High School Athletic Association patch on their hats and on their shirts. Leading things off for Decorah will be Jacob Pipo. He bats .367. He's got a home run on the year, a little bit of pop for the right-hander as he'll face Carson Graven, who will wind, kick, fire, and miss inside. First pitch of ball at 5:02. So a first pitch ball right off the gate for Carson Graven. See if he can get even now against the batting gloveless Peepo. Pitch right down the chute, strike one. Good pitch there by Graven, finding the zone with the fastball. The flag is just off the pole, not really blowing out to right center, if anywhere. High swing and a miss on Peepo as he chased some cheddar. So let's see if Graven can sit him down and gets to a 1-2 count. Don't tell Tony La Russa it's a 1-2 count. We'll talk more about that later, I'm sure. Here's the 1-2. Spinner hit him in the back. Kind of what Tony La Russa would have done. That's the runner get on. Keenan Tyler comes up to bat. Tyler batting a sweet .595 with a .643 on base percentage. .595 is unreal. That's with 37 at bats. That's no fluke to be that high. Now he's not going to sit at .595 all year, but this kid can swing the sticks. Obviously, he's a right-hander. Nobody out runner at first base being held on by Corbin Dewey after Peepo got behind to the count 1-2 and then was plunked. From the stretch goes Graven for the first time tonight. First pitch high and tight, 1-0. I joked about Tony La Russa, though, because the other day, yesterday, in fact, the White Sox were down 7-5, runner at second base, and there was a 1-2 count on the right-handed batter, and then Tony La Russa called for an intentional walk after the count had gotten to 1-2, and then the next guy is a lefty. I thought, well, lefty versus lefty. I get why you might walk him. I have no clue why you would walk a guy once they get to 1-2. Just don't throw strikes, see if he swings and misses or grounds out for you. It's odd. The pitch grounded over to second baseman. This could be 2 for 6 in there. It's the only one they're getting. Good play, though, by Lance Myers, flipping it to pick Peepo off on his way to second base. That's a fielder's choice for Tyler. But back to that White Sox story. So the next guy gets up, lefty versus lefty, hits a 3-run home run. Now, that doesn't make me too upset. If I'm a White Sox fan, I'm not upset that there was a 3-run home run hit. I'm upset that you wait till 1-2 to intentionally walk a guy. I mean, 1-2, I can't imagine you're hitting over 200 with 2 strikes in 1 ball against you. Runner takes off. Throw down the middle is a strike. The throw does not get the runner on his way to second, though, as Keenan Tyler swipes second. But it was absolutely bizarre. And then, strangely enough, La Russa just didn't want to talk about it and acted like it was crazy. People were asking him questions about it. It's odd. 0-1 the count to Noah Stortz, who's hitting .500 on the season. The tie for team best, 2 home runs as he grounds up to shortstop. Little chopper. It bounces head high. The throw to first is in time. Dewey throws from corner to corner, but the runner does advance. So Tyler goes over to third after the 6-3 putout of Noah Storch for out number 2 in a game brought to you by Rolling Ford, Cedar Valley ENT Clinics, Waverly Health Center, Dillifoo Oil Company, Waverly Tire Company, and St. Paul's Lutheran Church and School. Now back to the Tony La Russa thing. He knows more baseball than I ever will. But he's going to have to explain that one to me. Sam Kleiner up to bat. He bats .471. He also has 22 RBIs to lead the team and is tied with 2 home runs for the Vikings, who have 6 as a team. Now, their porch much shorter than it is here. Not that it's short, but it's much shorter than Hurdle. The wind, the kick, the pitch, outside corner called. Strike. Good job of framing that by Abram Rage. No score. Runner 90 feet away, though. 340 down the lines, 360 to the power alleys, 380 to straightaway center field here at Hurdle Field on the campus of Wartburg. Breaking pitch, swatted, barely tapped foul. Going to be a tough play. The throw to first is in time as Graven ran toward the third base line. Beat Rage to the ball, spun and fired right on target to get the runner, and out number 3. So 1 stranded, none scored. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 on the K-Way Sports Network.
Show your hometown pride and give back to area booster clubs by ordering a MyPick school mascot debit card from Fidelity Bank and Trust. Visit bankfidelity.bank to get yours today. Each quarter, we'll donate to the school's booster club, totaling $5 per card ordered. Don't see your school card? Contact us to learn how to get added. Fidelity Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The Wooden Foot Saloon in Waverly is the place to watch the big game. Enjoy daily drink specials and unique snacks that will be the perfect pairing for watching the big game or just partying with friends. You can also join the Mug Club and get discounted drinks every time you visit. They also have darts, pool, and other fun bar games so you can have your own competition at halftime. No matter who you root for, stop into the Wooden Foot Saloon in Waverly, where every game is a party.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Decorah takes the field looking like this from left to right. In the outfield, Jacob Pipo in left, Ethan Holthouse in center, Ben Weimer is in right. Around the horn, Noah Stortz at third, Dane Frieden at short, Caden Allstad at second, Sam Kleiner is the first baseman. The battery has Brady Stilley behind the dish, and the pitcher is right-handed senior Keenan Tyler. He's thrown 14 innings on the year. His ERA is 2.50. Opponents bat .218 against him. He struck out 15, walked 8, and has not hit a batter yet on the year. That is Keenan Tyler. As they throw down to second base, and stepping up to the plate is Carson Graven. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup to begin the Go Hawks offense. .357 is what Graven is batting. He's tied for the team lead in home runs with 1. He's got one of the Go Hawks. 3, a blasted ball over the left center field fence at Crestwood is what gave him that dinger. Graven, a righty, wearing black batting gloves, holding the black bat. First pitch, fouled straight back over the press box that I'm sitting inside. Beautiful Peterson press box. Just a few years ago, didn't have one. Now we got one with a name and everything. Beautiful complex here. Wartburg has really invested. Pitch inside, catches. Would I get him? Yeah, it did. He just got Graven. Graven starts taking off. The umpire said, hold on, let me see. Yeah, gotcha. Now, how odd is that? Both leadoff hitters in the first inning get hit by a pitch. Now, Decorah was able to move their leadoff man from first to second and second to third on groundouts, but then he was stranded. Dylan Stockdale up to bat. Stockdale batting .455. That's second best on the team, just behind Chance Key. But .455, he had a great at-bat the other night that just didn't go his way. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Pitch outside. It was bases loaded, 2 outs, down by 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. They walked a man, Graven that is, to get to Dylan Stockdale. Stockdale pounced on the first pitch, hit it as hard as he's hit a ball all year. Pitch goes down the middle, grounded out to short base. It looks, oh, it's barehanded. Why did he do that? Everybody's safe. That's an error on Frieden. Frieden should have used the leather, stuck his right bare hand out as the ball bounced up to his shoulder, dropped the ball. That's an error. I mean, obviously it's a tough play to barehanded, but he didn't have to. There was no need for that. Now everybody's safe. Fielder's error, brings up Chance Key. But back to that Dylan Stockdale story, he hit the ball hard. It just happened to be right at the left fielder. I mean, 10 feet either way, and he's the hero. I told his dad after the game, it's a cruel game, baseball is. You can dribble a ball and, not get on. You can dribble a ball and get on. You can hit the ball as hard as you can and get on. I mean, Dylan just reached on an error there. Not as good a hit as what counted against him the other night, but baseball's funny. But the big thing is, are you swinging the bat well? And Chance Keys, batting .500, is certainly swinging the bat well. Pitch outside, gets by the catcher. Both runners advance. The double play is out of the question now as Graven goes to third. Stockdale goes to second with Stockdale's wheels at second. A single should very likely score 2 runs. Stockdale again at second. Graven at third. Graven, the pitcher, but they're not courtesy running for him as he has good wheels himself. Pass ball could score a run. A fly ball could score a run. Chansky's big brother Brody's here. He was the king of the sac fly. I've never seen a kid that was able to do sac flies so often. This ball goes over Chance's back. He gets the bat down, but that ball went behind him and over him. Nobody out in the frame. 2-0 count to Chance Key. Pitch high, 3-0. With first base unoccupied, Chance is very likely going to end up walking there with Corbin Dewey on deck. See what happens. Pitch outside corner, called strike, just barely grazed the black part of the plate. It's a good take by Chansky. There's nothing to be gained by swinging at that. Coach Hermson said, look for a lot of pitches away when you play Decorah. Pitch away, pulled foul right in between the third baseman and third base coach, B.J. Hermson. The count now full. So Key went from being in charge of this at-bat to being in a straight-up battle. You see Coach Hermson, the third base coach's box, kind of behind him and behind the dugout is his little boy and his wife there. It's fun to have your kids at the ballpark. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Key goes down for out one. He chased one there. That brings up Corbin Dewey. Dewey batting .447 with a home run. He's second to Chance Key on the year with 14 RBIs. Key has 16. So runners at second and third. 1 out, 0-0 game. Dewey watches one low ball, gets away from the catcher, but not enough away for the runner to take off. 1-0 the count to Dewey in a game brought to you by Janesville Lumber Company, Butler Braemer Communications, New Hampton Red Power, First Bank of Waverly Plainfield, Cedar Falls, First Maxfield Mutual Insurance, People's Insurance, Fidelity Bank and Trust, and the Scoop Feed and Supply, to name a few. Rage comes out and takes something away from Corbin Dewey. Didn't see what it was. It's this deal in his thumb there. We've got a couple of them actually in the studio that they use, kind of a hitting device. For some reason, Corbin just didn't want it. Takes it off. Climbs back into the batter's box. Actually talked to the inventor of that device. Pitch high and inside, 2-0. The single still probably scores 2. Fly ball would score 1. It's hit far enough. Ball popped up and out of play over the press box. 2-1 now. Beautiful sunny day, room temperature outside. Perfect day to play, too. Much different than the last time the Go Hawks played, too, and they were playing in the rain for most of game number 2 against New Hampton. Pitch inside, catches the corner, 2-2. Well, the Go Hawks got a couple of guys in scoring position, but they've been stuck there. Chance Key struck out. Will Corbin Dewey strike out, or will he find a way to get aboard and maybe, just maybe, get an RBI or 2? Dewey crowding the plate, as he always does. Second baseman holds the runner, pitch high and tight, 3-2. Good job of laying off that, because Keenan Tyler's trying to get the Go Hawks to chase things high. That's what he did to Key. Changing eye level. Flag is off the pole, just pulling toward right field. The payoff pitch popped out of play. Talking about people here at the game and talking about Coach Hermson's family. Also see Jean Klunder here, of course, Casey Klunder's mom. I don't know if she'd know what to do with her summers if she wasn't at Hurdle every night. She's one of the biggest Go Hawk fans I know. Again, the count still full. Big pitch. All 4, and the Go Hawks load the bases with Nolan Foster up to bat. Foster, a freshman. He's batting .308.
Number 33, Nolan Foster.
Again, every bag's got a boy on it, but a double play's in order, so this is a big chance for Nolan Foster to get something here, and conversely, for the Vikings to possibly get out of a pickle in a 0-0 game. Pitch inside, corner called strike. Foster spun out of the way. The umpire says it was a strike. Go Hawk fan doesn't like it. Stepping off the rubber and wanting to recycle the signs is Keenan Tyler as he gets off, spins his hand around, say, "Do it again, Sam." Pitch high. 1-1. Brady Stilley, by the way, is the catcher. You're thinking, I didn't think Sam played catcher. Runners at every base. First base playing in just in case of a squeeze. Pitch high, inside. Foster spins away again. I think Foster's got to stop spinning, though. He spun out of the way and turned his back out of the way on one that was called a strike, and you don't want to do that again if the umpire already called the strike on you once. You want to stand in there so you can see how close it was to me? Next pitch down the middle, swung on and missed by Foster, who hits for Lance Meyer. It's a big pitch now. The 2-2 count with one out and the bases loaded with Go Hawks. Waverly Shark needs runs. This is a monster doubleheader featuring the two best teams in the conference record-wise. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Now Abram Rage up to bat. Decorah threatened in the first, didn't get it. The Go Hawks are threatening in the first. They got to get something here. They got to get something. Courtesy runner now at first base for Waverly, third base, at Waverly Shell Rock as Jude Landers comes in to run for Graven, who's got to get ready to pitch the next inning. And the Go Hawks had runners at second and third and nobody out. Then Chance Key struck out. Corbin Dewey walked to load the bases. And then Nolan Foster got caught looking. So a couple of big strikeouts for Keenan Tyler. Only takes one out to get Decorah out of this, but it only takes one hit for the Go Hawks to put up a crooked number. Abram Rage, the righty, waiting. Inside corner, fastball strike. It's a good pitch. It's a real good pitch. The margin for error for Decorah is small, but it's also small for the Go Hawks. This is an intense at-bat. Ball flared over the first baseman's head. Foul territory, run on, and caught by Kleiner. The Go Hawks load the bases, but come up with a big nothing. Both teams threatened. Neither team scored in the first. We go to the second, 0-0 on the K-Way Sports Network.
If you want the right car and you want it simple, there's no pressure, we just here to please ya. Cherry Rolling Motors is right for you.
40 years of sales, 40 years of service, 40 years of commitment.
Hi, I'm Craig Gunderson, General Manager.
And I'm Caleb Admire, Sales Manager.
And we're here to celebrate 40 years of being in business.
We would like to thank our community, employees, and our loyal customers for the opportunity to serve all of your needs over the past 40 years.
Here at Jerry Rolling, we're proud to call Waverly home. Our success is a result of this great community standing with us over the past 40 years.
As we navigate the future, one thing is certain. We look forward to providing exceptional sales, service, and support to our community and customers alike. That is our commitment to you.
From all of us at Jerry Rolling, thank you.
Cherry Rolling Motors, right for you. Cherry Rolling Motors, right for you.
An eventful but unfruitful first inning for both teams. Both teams got at least a runner to third base, but neither team was able to score. The Go Hawks had the better of the opportunities with the bases loaded, but it's 0-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. Brady Stilley, the catcher, will lead things off for the Vikings of Decorah. Stilley, the 5-hitter in the lineup, and he bats .270 on the season. He's a right-hander with one blue sleeve coming out of his red jersey, and that's on the right arm. Of course, the Vikings with their blue helmets as usual. Carson Graven will wind, kick, fire, and hit the outside corner. A great pitch to start off the inning. Buck Graven was very good in that first inning. I mean, he hit the first batter, but after that locked in and did not allow the run. Graven winding again, firing again, and this one's high. It kind of looked like he was falling off the rubber as he made that pitch. It was an awkward-looking throw, in my opinion. Waiting for the 1-1. Curveball spins. Ooh, left high, just a bit high. That did not miss by a ton. That's a good pitch by Graven. In a mix of fluffy clouds and blue sky here for game number 1 of our doubleheader. It's been moving at a pretty good pace right now. Swing and a miss there. Stilley has a 2-2 count against him as Carson Graven is on the bump for WSR. It was a half-game lead on the Vikings in the conference race. Go Hawks perched at the top. Pitch high. Stilley thought about it, didn't chase. Count runs full. Graven's got to limit his full counts because he's only going to be given about 70 pitches before they pull him out. Remember, the Go Hawks have their Orange Dinner Memorial Tournament tomorrow, and then doubleheader with New Hampton on Monday. Spinner right down the middle, got caught looking. Ring him up, sir. That is the first strikeout of the game for Carson Graven, as Ethan Holthouse comes up to bat with one out, nobody on, batting .216. He's a righty with a white compression sleeve on his right arm, white batting gloves, kind of blend into each other. Rage sets up low. The pitch popped over my head in the press box. Our game brought to you by Dale Howard Auto Center, Wooden Foot Saloon, CUSB Bank, Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill, Waverly Family Dentistry, and Waverly Utilities. Wooden Foot Saloon, by the way, doing a promotion where they are donating money to Waverly Shellrock softball and baseball with their margarita packs. So if you did need an excuse to get a margarita, you've got one now. Baseball and softball. Pitch is high and away, 1-1. By the way, an equipment error that we're getting a new piece of equipment on Monday to fix it is going to keep Taylor Nitz off the broadcast of Waverly Shellrock softball tonight. Our apologies there. As a curveball spins into the outside corner, 1-2. Not Taylor's fault there, just something went haywire and not going to be able to do it tonight. Good luck to the Go Hawk girls. Spinner finds the corner, strike three called. Ring him up, sir. Back-to-back Ks. Let's see if Graven can strike out the side as Caden Alstad, the freshman batting .333, comes up. He is a lefty with white spikes on, facing Carson Graven, who's in the windup, wheeling and dealing and feeling pretty good. First pitch hits the outside corner against the lefty, 0-1 the count. 0-0 score. We're in the top of the second inning. Carson Graven looking pretty darn good here in this ball game after the first batter. Again, he got ahead 1-2 on Peepo and then hit him. But then, there's a fielder's choice, a ground out to short, and a ground out back to the pitcher, and then strikeout. That's how he's gotten the 5 outs thus far. Pitch high, 1-1 to the 7-hitter Alstad. And again, he just missed on one pitch, really. Just one pitch he's missed on. Other than that, he has looked locked in. The 1-1 flared foul over the batting cages toward the long grass before the hill that rises to meet the railroad tracks. Someone's going to have to go looking for that. Go Hawk coming out of the dugout. A couple of them to go search. Look like me playing golf looking in the high grass. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Ooh, sir, that was just outside. Oh, that was close. Good layoff by Alstad. That was off the plate, but it was close. I don't know how you lay off a pitch that good. Here's the 2-2 delivery. That was supposed to be a curveball. It slipped out of his hands outside. Now the count runs full. Graven trying to strike out the side here in the top of the second inning with a 0-0 score on the board in left center field. Graven gets the sign from Rage, who got it from Coach Newell in the dugout. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to shortstop. Should be an easy play for Sam Rose. Oh, it's a bad throw, though. Rose had all day to make the throw. Kind of fiddled around with a baseball and then threw it wide and low to Dewey, who reached toward the home plate side of him. And that's Rose with the air, and he taps his chest and says, "My bad." Yeah, and that's a play he'll normally make. Sometimes you get something so gift-wrapped, you take too much time with it. Then you feel like you got to race the throw there. Thomas Osley, the designated hitter, batting .238 up to bat. He's a right-hander who hits for shortstop Dane Frieden. Runner at first held on by Dewey. Strike outside corner. That peppers the outside corner. A good fastball. Graven did enough to get out of this inning. Let's see if he can continue to do that. Pitch outside. Dropped by Rage, but the runner stays at first as Rage is right in front of the ball. Just popped out of his pud. Nice crowd here. Imagine the crowd to get a little bit larger as the night progresses on this beautiful Friday night. If you're listening, come on. Drive over here and watch a ball game. Grab a hot dog. Have some fun. Curve ball just north of the letters, 2-1. And Graven's got to make sure he doesn't feel frustrated. He did everything right, but he's still pitching, which is a frustrating feeling, but you got to flush it, move on. Now here's the 2-1 from Graven. That's a strike in the outside corner, but it's dropped by Rage. Just bounced out of the leather, and the count goes to 2-2, but going to second was Alstad. So a single may score a run because if Ostley puts metal on ball, Alstad's going to take off. Twos across the board as Graven's trying to get out of this half of the inning and get his boys back to the bats. He steps off the rubber. In a 2-2 count, he had back-to-back backwards Ks, and then Alstad reached on an E6. See if he can get a K on the 8-hitter. Pitch outside, full count. A lot of full counts here from Graven. He's, again, only going to be given about 70 pitches tonight. He's still recovering from the injury, and they're gearing him up because, as nice as the conference championship is, you got to gear yourself up for postseason play and be your best then. Ball flown into right field, very shallow. This one's tough. Chansky, long run. Got it on the run as he belly flops onto the ground. Corbin Dewey was coming to him. Dewey heard Chansky call him off, steps out of the way before there was a big boy collision, and Chansky loses his hat but not the ball, and that will end the top half of the inning. Good play, 0-0 the score as we go to the bottom of the second on the K-Way Sports Network.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. When it comes to protecting all your assets, give People's Insurance Agency a call. People's Insurance Agency's main office has been located in Waverly for 8 years. It is your family-owned, local, independent agency of neighbors helping neighbors in the surrounding area for the past 35 years. If you're looking for a quote with competitive rates or just have an insurance question, visit People's Insurance Agency in Waverly or call 352-6327 to talk with one of their friendly, knowledgeable insurance specialists. People's Insurance Agency. They strive for excellence in all they do.
Hi, this is Adam with Folkert's Financial Strategies. Life is busy with kids, activities, work, and that much-needed vacation. Who has time to think about retirement and life insurance? Well, we do at Folkert's Financial Strategies, and we'll worry about your insurance coverage and your retirement plan so you can get back to living your busy life. Come see us here at 410 West Bremer Avenue, Folkert's Financial Strategies.
A noisy 0-0 game, a lot of action, but no score yet as the 7, 8, and 9 hitters come up for the Go-Hawks. As Jacob Lord batting 118, leading things off. Sam Rose and Ethan Hennings will follow behind Lord. Again, 0-0 the score, but some really nice baseball played, though, by both teams. Both teams have an error, but neither team has let the error hurt them too bad. Ball fouled right toward the dugouts where Decorah is. A man from the dugout goes and throws it and trying to get into his pitcher, goes by the third baseman. Playing a little monkey in the middle there. 0-1 the count to Jacob Lord. I like the fact he was swinging at that first offering his way, because I'm sure Decorah is not going to mess around with the 7, 8, 9 guys. Going to go right at him. Ground ball in the hole between short and third. A dive by Noah Stortz to try to get to it, but it's Lord of the leadoff single. That'll bring up Sam Rose. Rose bats 229. He's fallen down in the lineup, but 229 is not great, but he's got 13 RBIs. He's had timely hits. I feel like he's one of those guys that's just going to do it when you need it. Swing and a miss. That breaking pitch fell off the table, and Rose swung over the top of it. Straight up play in the outfield, and I will say Weimer and Wright is playing awfully shallow. Really shallow. Pitch way up high, 1-1. Runner at first base is Jacob Lord. Middle infield waiting for a throw down to second possibly. Ball popped up, gets out of play toward the Go Hawk bleachers, and none of the fans caught it. That's why they're watching and not playing, right? They flip it on over to Mr. Weber, Brady Weber, the assistant high school principal. We'll give it back to the Go Hawk dugout. Mr. Weber, the administrator here this evening. Imagine Coach Bodencenter's over watching the Go Hawks softball team. They're hosting as well. Great to have these facilities. They could take the rain we got earlier, not look any worse for it. Curveball swung on and missed by Rose. That was a nasty little pitch inside. He wasn't going to go for it, and all of a sudden he saw it spinning in and go, shoot, I got to swing. And it wasn't a great swing.
Number 8, Ethan Henning.
Ethan Henning's up to bat. He bats right at the Mendoza line. That's 200. See if he bunts. See if he bunts with the runner at first base. And Graven on deck. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Try to sneak one here. No, Hennings does not. There's a strike. Hennings does not swing. Our game brought to you by Denver Insurance Agency, Jerry Rolling Motors, American Family Insurance, Christy DeMuth Agency, Inc., Johnson Financial Services, Dale Service, Folker's Financial Solutions, and Waverly Box and Pallet as they check the runner at first, and Lord dives back cleanly. Go Hawks looking for a run in this 0-0 game. Hennings watches one high, 1-1 the count. Like to see Ethan get some confidence in his bat because he is a guy who can fly once he gets on. Just got to find some way to be a base runner for Coach B.J. Hermson's squad. Oh, almost hit him. Ball goes over his head. Runner takes off to second as the ball gets by the catcher. It's a 2-1 count to Hennings, but Lord is now at second base. Hennings almost had to hit the bat as he pulled the bat down, but he almost didn't get out of the way. He squatted out of the way of that thing. I mean, it was a headhunter. Actually, more like a shoulder hunter. He showed his flexibility and almost hit him again. Woo! Ethan's going to start asking what he did to Mr. Tyler. 3-1 the count. Some Viking fans saying it's a nice pitch. It was inside, almost hit him. 3-1 the count with a runner at second base, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second with no score. Swing and a miss by Hennings on a fastball. And I think that's what Tyler's going to try to do, just rear back and throw his fastest fastball. Full count to Hennings. The third full count Keenan Tyler's gotten to in this ball game. Pitch high and tight. Ball 4. So runners at first and second. In the top of the lineup, too, is pitcher Carson Graven comes up. He was plunked by the first or second pitch of the game, I should say.
Number 1,
That the Go Hawks faced.
Graven.
So Carson Graven can help his own cause. Stuck 0-0 in the game. Wind has shifted to blow out a little bit. Fly ball into right field. Underneath it is Weimer. He catches it, but that should advance Lord from second to third, and it does. So it's an out, but it's a productive out for Graven. There's now 2 outs in the inning, and Dylan Stockdale up to bat, who reached on an error his last time up.
Dylan Stockdale.
More often than not, Dylan puts it into play. In fact, Stockdale is he struck out 12 times, which isn't a small number, but it feels like he puts the ball in play pretty well. Slugging .554. Stockdale waits for the pitch. Runners at the corners. Strike called in the outside corner. Ethan Hennings has got to go. You got to steal him before Stockdale's got 2 strikes on him. I think you got to steal him right here, right now. You don't mind a hit and run because there's 2 outs. Runner takes off. Ball. And it hit Stockdale. It hit him. Hit him on the shoulder. And now he's on. He's the second Go Hawk to get hit in the game. The bases are loaded for Big Chance Key, who made a great play defensively to end the top half of this inning. Can he make an offensive play to keep the Go Hawks inning going in the bottom half of the second? We're tied 0-0, 2 outs. This is the second inning in a row where the Go Hawks have loaded the bases. They got nothing in the first base. And the first inning, as Decorah went on Willy Wonka and said, "You get nothing, good day," and sent the Go Hawks home. But will the Go Hawks avoid that here? Bases loaded. A lot of room in right center field, and Chansky hits it there quite often. There's a buzz at the stadium, that's for sure. The pitch. Outside, blocked by the catcher. Still, he just snow coned that baseball. If he doesn't hold on to that pitch outside and gets by him, Lord would have scored, no doubt. 1-0 count. Bases juiced, 2 outs. Chansky batting. Ball flown high in the air. That's a cloud popper into left field. People camps, waits, and eventually gravity does its job and he catches it. For the second inning in a row, the Go Hawks have loaded up the bases, but got nothing. 0-0 the score. We go to the third. You're listening to Go Hawk Baseball on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tony Howard with Dale Howard Auto Center of Waverly, and we're happy to introduce ourselves as the newest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer in the Cedar Valley, located at the former Krieger Auto location. We've been family-owned and operated since 1975, and we're excited about the opportunity to serve Waverly and the greater Cedar Valley area. At Dale Howard Auto Center, we're committed to helping you get there. Whether that means a new or pre-owned vehicle for your family or business, or having our service department help keep your current vehicle on the road, let us help you get there at Dale Howard Auto Center in Waverly.
Your wedding day will be beautiful and hectic. Sunrise Catering in Reedland believes you shouldn't have to worry about the catering on your big day. Sunrise Catering will handle everything, whether you have a formal sit-down or buffet-style meal. From paper and linens to silverware and china, Sunrise Catering will get it done. Plus, the food is amazing. Call Bev for reservations, 279-4089. You'll have plenty to think about on your wedding day. Catering won't be one of them when you trust Sunrise Catering in Reedland.
No score as the Go Hawks for the second inning in a row left the bases loaded, and it will be the 9-1 and 2 batters for the Decorah Vikings facing Carson Graven. Leading things off is Ben Weimer, who bats 167, but he's the proverbial blind squirrel. He found one big nut, hit a home run earlier this year, so you don't see that too often. Weimer, the 9-hitter. Carson Graven had a really nice inning in the first and second. Let's see what he does here in inning number 3. The pitch. Outside ball. Oh, by the way, I just screwed up on there. I was looking at the stats wrong. I was looking at strikeouts. I was looking at the wrong kid, by the way. I got a correction to make statistically. As I was thinking that, it seemed like a really bad number compared to what I've seen with my eyes as Cal goes 1-1 on Weimer. Dylan Stockdale struck out just 4 times in the year, not 12. I thought, gosh, it didn't seem like he strikes out at all. And I look at the stats, I just had my eyes drift up 1 to the young man ahead of him. I was going to say the strikes in the outside corner that Stockdale never appears to strike out. And just down to 4. Yeah, he puts the ball in play. Has a great slugging percentage. But, yeah, the Go Hawks got to be frustrated offensively, but defensively they've been great. Graven curveball catches the inside corner. Ring him up, sir. The third strikeout all looking in this game for Carson Graven. Carson Graven strikes out the leadoff man for the second inning in a row. Now he faces Jacob Pipo. Pipo had a 1-2 count against him when Graven plunked him on the first at-bat of the ball game. 1 out, nobody on, top of the third, 0-0. Ball popped up and out of play over my head as Graven jumps ahead 0-1. Well, Graven has looked superb in this game. And I've said it many times, but his just error of confidence is so great. It's just so great to see a guy who knows he's good. As there's a pitch low and away, 1-1 the count. That breeds confidence from all your other fielders. Graven steps off the rubber. He wants the new sign. Climbs right back on. 1 out, nobody on. Graven playing peekaboo behind the glove. Now fires. Pitch high. 2-1. So count 2-1 to Jacob Pipo, the one hitter in the Viking lineup. Again, this is the top two teams in the conference. Big games. Curveball spins to the top of the zone, 2-2. Great pitch by Graven. Let's see if he can get another one of those strikeout pitches. Graven waiting. Now he's ready to go. The wind, the kick, the delivery. Got him with a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. K's facing both ways as Keenan Tyler up to bat. He reached on a fielder's choice and then was stranded at third base his last time up.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 15, Tyler Keenan.
Well, the Go Hawks want to get out of this inning with clean sheets and go up to bat. Going to be a perfect inning now for Graven. Pitch way outside, 1-0. A great crowd here. Beautiful night. You can't ask for anything more wonderful than the weather we've been having today. Pitch hits the tip top of the zone, called strike. Count even, 1-1. Flag now hardly moving in center field. Beyond left field, by the way, see the lacrosse field. It's a field turf lacrosse field here at Wartburg College. The 1-1 way outside. Rage reaches for it and snags it. Flips it on back to Graven, who doesn't waste much time. He just runs right back up, steps on, says, give me the sign, let me throw it to you. He works with a pretty fast pace. The 2-1 is hit into left center field. That's the first hit of the night for the Decorah Vikings. It is a double. Hennings gets it in quickly, but that is a raked double by Keenan Tyler. And the Vikings have a runner in scoring position with Noah Stortz up to bat. Stortz grounded out to shortstop his last time up.
For the Vikings, number 5, Noah Stortz.
Stortz, the 3-hitter in the lineup for Coach Adam Riley's squad. Of course, Coach Adam Riley taking the helm after Coach Olenzak's legendary run. Joseph Yelly up to run at second base. He's a senior. And Yelly at second base running for the pitcher. Noah Stortz up to bat. 2 outs. Nobody has scored yet in the top of the third. But he got a man in scoring position. Graven leans in. Sets at his belt buckle. Fires the first pitch breaking ball that nibbles on the corner. Strike 1. Good pitch. Got one very loud Decorah fan that has had an opinion on just about every borderline pitch. Runner at second, being scared back to the bag. Ball ripped into left center field. Stockdale on the run. Can't get to it. Oh, what a run. And that'll score one. Stockdale came a long ways to try to get to that ball in the gap, but just missed it. That ball was tagged, and Decorah leads 1-0. Oh, that ball was hit hard. Again, Stockdale made a long run to the ball, probably a 70-foot run to his left, and just had that ball sail by him. And it's a good thing Ethan Hennings was coming to back him up because he knew Stockdale was going to go for broke to get that ball. And if he missed it, Hennings was going to have to throw it in and keeps it as a double. Otherwise, if Hennings wasn't backing up, that would have been a triple. But Decorah takes the lead. The Go Hawks have stranded 6 guys in the game, and it's the Vikings taking the 1-0 lead here in the top of the third. Swing and a miss. So a pull of the string as Sam Kleiner was way ahead of that curveball. So after a no-hitter into the third inning, back-to-back doubles given up by Carson Graven. Both to left center field. Curveball inside, swing and a miss. Curveball, curveball, curveball is the order of the day, it looks like, for Carson Graven on this at-bat. I say give him another spinner, and let's see if he can hit this thing. If you don't, you better elevate a fastball. Don't give him a fastball in the zone. Oh, fastball in the zone. What do I know? Called strike 3, the third strikeout of the inning. And the Vikings get one. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0. Decorah leads on the K-Way Sports Network. Good luck, Go Hawks, from Johnston Financial Services. Johnston Financial Services at 116 West Bremer Avenue in Waverly. Call them at 352-5938. Securities offered through First Heartland Capital Incorporated, member FINRA. Johnston Financial Services, LLC, is not affiliated with First Heartland Capital Incorporated. When it comes to investing, start with Johnston Financial Services, LLC.
CUSB Bank, CUSB Bank,
because CUSB Bank is excited to be part of the Waverly and Shell Rock communities. We're proud to serve the former Security State Bank customers and invite the community to check out our enhanced products and services while working with the same familiar faces. Stop in our Waverly and Shell Rock locations or online at CUSB.com. CUSB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
1-0, the Vikings lead as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Interestingly enough, that it's the Vikings with the lead when it's been the Go Hawks roosting all over the base paths in this game. They've left the bases loaded in back-to-back innings to begin this game as Corbin Dewey, the cleanup man, will lead things off for WSR. He walks up to, I like it when you call me Big Papa. And, yeah. The Decorah players are being told to get back into the dugout all the way by the umpire. And then Coach Riley said, what about them? So they got some Go Hawks that are sitting on buckets. They got to slide back behind the fence. That's like the classic. Well, look at them. Both sides now are fully in the dugout. Ball popped up over the stands, 0-1 to Corbin Dewey. Before they added the fence there, it used to be a wide-open dugout, and there was nobody just sitting around on a bucket. Everybody was glove on in the dugouts at Hurdle Field. You were on, like, standing in front of the firing squad each at bat. Pitch way outside, 1-1 to Dewey. Dewey walked his last time up and then was stranded at first. Left on base has been the key stat in this ball game. Can the Go Hawks stop that line drive? Shortstop side gets into the grass. Single for Dewey, the second hit of the game for the Go Hawks. They have an equal number of hits with the Vikings. The difference is the Vikings hits have been extra base hits. Nolan Foster up to bat. He struck out looking his last time up. He hits for Lance Myers as the DH. He's a righty. Runner at first being held on. Curveball spins to the outside corner, and maybe the Go Hawks are just too geared up. I asked Coach about that before the game.
Can guys get too geared up for a game like this? I would say so, and that's just part of human nature, too, is, obviously Decorah's had the tradition for how many years, and so obviously, this rivalry is kind of built over the last 5-10 years, and so it's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
And the next pitch to Foster is low, and he swings and misses. 0-2 the count to Foster. He's behind in the count with nobody out and a runner at first base. Next pitch high, 1-2 now to Nolan Foster. On deck is Abram Rage. Waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. The 1-2 swung on and missed by Foster. He's out number one in the inning. That brings up Abram Rage, who popped up in foul territory to first base, where Sam Kleiner, the first baseman, made the catch. By the way, I want to welcome those of you listening from Decorah as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I know they have coverage of Game 2, but not both games of the doubleheader. Curveball finds the zone, 0-1 to Rage. I was talking with Randy Iverson, who's going to come down and do the Decorah broadcast, and yeah, they've been told just to do the second game of doubleheaders. Curveball swing and a miss, strike two. I want to thank my boss, Al Sur, and all the sponsors for supporting all the baseball broadcasts that we do: softball, soccer, rugby, wrestling, football, volleyball, basketball, you name it. pitch is high, 1-2. But, I mean, it's just really something special. And sometimes I take for granted the fact that I work for a place that insists that we do more and more and more. And it's tough, finding engineers to do the games. That's been hard for a lot of people. As the pitch is inside, called strike 3 on Rage. That's out number 2. And the engineers we have at the station working hard, like our man back there right now, Corey Sullivan, help make this possible. So there's a lot of people it takes to be able to do all the baseball and softball that we do this summer, and we thank them all for that. As Jacob Lord up to bat. Lord has a single in the game. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Go Hawks trail 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch. High and tight as he leans back. He's been saying high and tight quite a bit here tonight. We're in game 1 of this double dip of Northeast Iowa Conference baseball. Go Hawks have been brewing things, but not scoring yet. Check swing outside, ball 2. Good lay off on that by Jacob Lord, who's playing third base for the Go Hawks. They appealed to the field ump, and he says no swing, and he did not swing. But also, it's weird to appeal to the field ump who stands behind the pitcher. It's not like he's always down the line like you are when you've got more than 2 umps. Pitch is high, 3-0. I think if you're field up, unless it's egregiously a swing, you just got to agree with what your home plate umpire saw when you have that perspective, don't you? Unless you're just absolutely confident he went. The count is 3-0. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Pitch right down the middle, 3-1. Lord was not going to offer at that. It was a good fastball by Keenan Tyler, though. It's got a little zip to it. See if Lord can get on. The 3-1. Ball popped out of play. Full count now to Jacob Lord, the 7-hitter for Waverly Shell Rock. Dewey got aboard with a single to lead off this inning, then back-to-back strikeouts issued by Keenan Tyler to get us to 2 outs, runner at first base. Go Hawks down by 1 in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The 3-2. Misses inside, ball 4. Jacob Lord will take his base. That brings up Sam Rose, who struck out swinging his last at-bat.
Now up for the Go Hawks, number 10 is Sam Rose.
Sam Rose, the Go Hawk right-handed hitter. Go Hawk runners will take off on the sound of the bat, most likely. Pitch hits him. The bases are loaded for the 3rd inning in a row with 2 outs. The Go Hawks left them loaded in the 1st. They left them loaded in the 2nd. They've got them juiced for the 3rd inning in a row.
Ethan Hennings.
And Ethan Hennings, the 9-hitter who walked last time up, is up to bat. I can't imagine the Go Hawks leaving this many guys on every single time, so they got to find a way to score. Pitch north of the letters, ball 1 to Hennings. It's uncanny. Bases loaded for the 3rd inning in a row. Go Hawks trailing 1-0. Can Hennings not strand his buddies? Just about hit him. He got out of the way. 2-0. I mean, Ethan doesn't want to get hit. But there were some people that were kind of hoping he got hit right there. 2-0 the count to Hennings after he got out of the way of a very fast pitch. Next pitch catches the inside corner, 2-1. It's a battle. Keenan Tyler's not just going to throw, a bunch of junk and miss. He's going to battle. He's going to come near the corners, especially the inside and outside corners. Not so much top-bottom, but inside-outside is where he's been going. Next pitch, flown high in the air to left field. This ball is being run down by the center fielder. Over his head! Ethan Hennings with the bases clearing triple. Hey, that's a way to do it. A bases clearing triple for the 9-hitter Ethan Hennings, and the Go Hawks are up 3-1. Boy, you knew you couldn't just keep loading them and leaving them, but the Go Hawks didn't expect necessarily a triple from Mr. Hennings. Ethan Hennings blasted one so high. It was in the gap. I thought that Ethan Holthouse, the center fielder, might get there. Ball flowing into center field, and that one is going to be caught by Holthouse as Graven is out number 3. But a bases clearing triple from the 9-hitter Ethan Hennings gives the Go Hawks a 3-1 lead as we go to the 4th inning. What a hit on the K-Way Sports Network.
Proud to support Waverly Shell Rock High School athletic events is Waverly Box and Pallet. Good luck, Go Hawks, this season from Waverly Box and Pallet.
Every field is the perfect field to plant Wiffles hybrids and Merchman seeds from Jeff Wright Seed Company in Waverly. So if you're looking for resilient crops and high yields, look no further than Jeff Wright Seed Company with Merchman seeds and Wiffles hybrids.
It's a name you know with a 1-2.
Rolling Ford in Shell Rock is proud to support the Go Hawks. Hi, this is Greg Stockdale. Visit our championship team at Rolling Ford. Like the Go Hawks, the staff at Rolling Ford is dedicated, skilled, and will go above and beyond for you. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle or servicing your vehicle, trust the championship team at Rolling Ford. Good luck, Go Hawks, from all of us at Rolling Ford in Shell Rock.
We get you rolling. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
With the 5, 6, and 7 hitters against Carson Graven, that's Brady Stilley, who was a strikeout victim looking his last time up, leading off this inning. The pitch spins in just a little high. Didn't miss by much at all. Man, the Go Hawks left the bases loaded in the first, left them loaded in the second, had 2 outs, bases loaded in the third with their 9-hitter up to bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball finds the zone, 1-1. And Ethan Hennings with a no child left behind swing. Man, everybody got to go home on that one. A bases clearing triple. Bombed into the left center field gap. I mean, he hit it a mile high, too. That was a big swat by Hennings. Obviously, his most memorable moment of the season thus far, offensively, as a fastball hits the outside corner and puts Graven in charge of this count, 1-2. 1-2 the count. Carson Graven winds. He kicks. He fires. Hit into right field. An outside pitch and a curveball. A fan had just pleaded with Stilley to do that, and that's exactly what he did. He just took it where it came from and swatted it into right. That brings up Ethan Holthouse, who struck out looking his last time up. So leadoff man is aboard.
Now up for the Vikings.
Second time this game that the Vikings have gotten the leadoff man on. Been a great game so far. Both teams with 3 hits, both teams with 1 error, but it was the Go Hawks' big triple that's been the difference in this game and has them up 3-1. You listen to K-Way Country, AM 1470, FM 96.3, KWayRadio.com, and our free mobile app. Also the TuneIn app. Thank you so much for joining us. But our first base being held on by Dewey. Pitch outside. 1-0 to Holthouse. By the way, Decorah fans, I see Randy Iverson bringing all his gear up here to do their second game. One of the nicer guys in the conference. They've got a lot of nice guys doing radio in the conference, that's for sure. I got to work with them. Might as well be nice, huh? Hope they can say the same about me. Maybe they don't. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1 the count to Holthouse. Of course, Darren Svensson does a lot of radio up in Decorah, and his wife, Katie Jo, just got a job back here at Wartburg as a sports information director. Good to have her back. Work a lot with sports information at Wartburg. His pitch is high. They look the runner back to first base from the catcher, Abram Rage's glare. There, Katie Jo was at Wartburg, left, and now is back. And I guess we'll see a lot of Darren Svensson here. Or Goober, as you might call him. Runner at first base, nobody out, 2-1 count. Bunt shown, fouled straight back, 2-2 the count. That should take the bunts out of the equation. I know New Hampton will bunt sometimes at 2 strikes, but Decorah not quite as bold on that, nor should you be quite as bold as that most of the time unless you're really confident in your ability to lay yourself down. Again, runner at first base being held on by Dewey. It's a short lead. Pitch is high. Snap back throw first base. Got back in time from the catcher throw. Full count now to Ethan Holthouse. Don't want to lose a guy who's been trying to lay himself down. You got to throw something at the corners here if you're Carson Graven. Go Hawks lead by 2 runs here in the 4th inning of game number 1. We'll be taking a look at the Northeast Iowa Conference standings this inning, by the way. Curveball spins, slapped, foul down the first base side. Now touched foul by Graven as it was kind of flirting with staying fair for a little bit and then went 2-3 feet foul by the end of it. Count stays full. Go Hawks, the top team in the Northeast Iowa Conference with a 7-1 record in league. 6-1 is what Decorah is. They're in 2nd place in conference. Graven sets, comes home, fouled straight back. The at-bat stays alive. New Hampton's 3rd in the conference. They're 5-3 in the league. Of course, they won that one in the nightcap Tuesday in that rain game. It was a real messy one. Real messy game. And really, I wish the Go Hawks could have finished that game on Monday on a dry night. I think it would have gone better. Ball flown into center field. Ethan Hennings back on his horse, drifts back and makes the grab. That's a loud out as the runner goes back to first base. I think that ball sounded like it was going to go further than it did, and Ethan Hennings got a good jump and got over to it for out number 1. That brings up Caden Alstad, who reached on an error his last time up. 4th in the conference is Charles City, as the conference standings going to fall off after the top 3. Charles City's 2-5 in the league. Wacon's 2-6, and Crestwood is 1-7 in conference play. Alstad, the left-hander, up to bat with a runner at first base and 1 out. The double play is in order. The Go Hawks playing double play depth. Swing and a miss. Feel the breeze up here. Go Hawks 3, Vikings 1. You're in the top of the 4th with 1 out and a runner at first. 7-hitter facing Carson Graven, who's been throwing darts here. Bunt shown, pulled back, strike called. Well, they say he offered at it. It was a strike in the zone anyway, in my opinion. The count is 0-2. Graven's got 5 strikeouts on the evening. Could he get a 6th right here? Ball fouled away over the head of the Go Hawks in the bleachers. Stays 0-2. So again, the Go Hawks top of the conference. They have a half-game lead on Decorah. You're wondering how a half-game lead if everyone plays double headers. There was a game that was suspended the other night due to rain. Ball flowing into left center field. This one is in the gap. Ethan Hennings running and making the catch in left center field. What range from Ethan. Back-to-back flyouts to center field. Hennings range to his left and to his right to make those outs. Thomas Osley up to bat. He flew out to right field this last time up. The overall standings look like this in the conference. The Go Hawks are 9-3 overall. Decorah's 8-3. New Hampton's 10-5. That's a lot of games. Charles City's 3-6. Wacon's 6-8. And Crestwood's a lowly 1-11 so far. They're a young team. 2 outs, runner at first base. Pitch spins to the top of the zone. Strike 1 on a breaking pitch. Strike 1 called, I should say. Osley flew out to right. It was a play by Chansky where he ran it down, got it, and belly flopped. Another curveball called strike. Here's where you throw the high heater, right? Or you throw something that gets dirty. Don't throw something in the strike zone, I would imagine, if you're Carson Graven. The pitch. He did throw it in the strike zone. It's hit up the middle. Diving at second is Lance Myers. He gets through for a single. I think he caught too much plate there. I think that's too much plate. I was looking at some interesting things with the Go Hawks. They're 8-0 against teams with a below 500 record, but only 1-3 with teams with a winning record. Decorah is 2-2 against teams with the winning record, 6-1 against teams with the losing record. Nobody's doing great against teams with the winning record in the conference, but I'm just surprised the Go-Hawks are just 1-3 against teams with the winning record. Fastball outside, 1-0. To the 9-hitter, Ben Weimer. Weimer struck out looking his last time up. 3-1, the Go-Hawks lead. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for the Decorah Vikings on the base paths. Curveball just misses the inside corner. Boy, Weimer abandoned ship, and that thing just about caught the zone. Graven from the stretch steps off the rubber. Go-Hawks with a cup art in left field and right field. The fence covered with a screen in center field. A 380 sign to straight away center where the old glory hangs. Ground ball, shortstop side. This is a tough play. Third baseman Lord gets it, throws to first. That's an infield single. That was just hit to a tough area. Lord got to it, got a good throw, but it just too much time to get to him. And now there are Vikings everywhere. For the first time, they load the bases. The Go-Hawks have loaded the bases in each inning. And Jacob Pipo is up to bat. He's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout so far in this first game of the doubleheader. A single could tie the game for the Vikings. Courtesy runner, actually pinch runner, for Osley at second base. Not courtesy, but pinch runner. That is Brady Bonner. And Coach Malcolm Newell is going to come out to chat with his pitcher. And I asked Coach B.J. Hermson earlier today about his arms and availability with the doubleheader today, doubleheader Monday, and the tournament over the weekend.
For Friday doubleheader, you come back Monday. How do you structure weekends on weeks like this? Yeah, and the other thing is, we have our home tournament tomorrow too. So, I've been talking with Coach Knoll, Coach Hine, and Coach Willis just about pitching-wise what we want to do. And you can have a template, so to speak, but things can go awry pretty quickly. So, one guy gives you enough innings, the next guy doesn't give you enough, and so we'll see how things shake out tonight, and then we'll move forward into tomorrow, and then obviously the doubleheader is Monday against Hampton as well.
And this at-bat here will go a long way to say whether or not the Go-Hawks will have Carson Graven in the game next inning or not in the game next inning. 3-1 Go-Hawks lead. Bases loaded, though, for the Vikings with 2 outs and Jacob Pipo up to bat. Pipo with the right-hander. Watches a curveball left high. 1-0. Pipo, kind of old school without the batting gloves. Holding on to the white bat that he waggles back and forth waiting. Next pitch inside, popped up off the handle and out of play. 1-1. That ball just popped back. 1-1 count. Again, the bases are loaded. Decorah got out of this bases loaded jam 2 innings in a row. The Go-Hawks have yet to have to see if they can get out of this situation. All the Go-Hawk fans hoping that they indeed can. The 1-1. Pitch right down Bramer Avenue, strike 2. Graven, by the way, is going from the windup. He's best from the windup. Most people are, but he especially is best from the windup, and he knows he needs to attack Pipo. 1-2 the count. Bases loaded. The wind, the kick, the deliveries, just swatted foul. Just touched it foul. Spoiled a good pitch from Carson Graven. That's a good job of batting by Pipo. He wasn't trying to hit it. He was just trying to touch it. Count stays 1-2. Now Graven's got to start thinking about a different pitch. He's probably not going to go to the same spot. It's a huge pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 stranded, none scored. The Go-Hawks lead 3-1. The 6th strikeout for Graven, the biggest of the night on the K-Way Sports Network.
Nothing can be as important as keeping your home properly heated this winter. And if your LP gas man is still of oil, you're assured that running out of LP will never be a problem. Delavu Oil is there when you need them 24 hours a day for all your LP and fuel oil needs. Call the professionals at Delavu Oil at 319-352-3437 or stop in and visit with them at 600 West Bremer Avenue, Waverly. For home heating fuels, it's Delavu Oil in Waverly.
Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing in Waverly is who to call for your full range of automotive services to keep your car running smoothly. Dale Service offers quick oil changes, full mechanic services, including custom exhaust, tune-ups, brakes, alignments, suspension service, air conditioning service, and more. Stop by today for a free estimate. Dale Service also has 24-hour towing and 24/7 roadside assistance. Call 230-3081 in case of emergency. For exceptional auto repair in Waverly, give Dale Service Auto Repair and Towing a call today.
3-1, the Go-Hawks lead after getting out of a tough spot. They've got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up to bat. Dylan Stockdale will lead things up. He's 0 for 1, but he's reached both times. Pitch, low and away, ball 1. He was hit by a pitch most recently and then reached on an error by the shortstop in the first inning, but his on-base percentage is loving his performance thus far. Pitch south of the knees, 2-0 as Stockdale leaves it alone again. Keenan Tyler still on the mound, the right-handed senior for the Decorah Vikings with their red top, gray pants, blue hats. Pitch tries to spin into the zone and misses. 3-0. Obviously a disjointed start to this inning for Keenan Tyler on the first 3 pitches. Bunt shown, pulled back, strike called. Some guys are disrupted by that fake bunt, just showing it there, and some guys say thanks for something to aim at. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss by Stockdale. The count runs full as Tyler trying to climb the ladder. Young man going out to the bullpen for the Decorah Vikings. That is Fisher Tweeton. Ball hit over to third base, takes a funny bounce. The throw to first is in time. Good job by Noah Storks to stay with that ball. Bounced off his chest. He stayed right with it, was able to corral the ball and flip it over to first before Stockdale got there. For the young men and women listening, I like baseball and softball. That's why you stay in front of it. You square yourself in front, you let the ball bounce off you, and you never know what will happen. Good job by Noah Storks. Chance Key up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and he flew out to left as well. First pitch at the knees called strike. Not exactly a Chance Key outing thus far, as he's used to batting 500 on the year. Pitch low. 1-1 to Key. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning, Go Hawks lead by a score of 3-1. Matt Ray here with you. Harms Stadium, Hurdle Field on the campus of Wartburg College. Swing and a miss. Key took a big rip, came up with nothing though. He wipes his brow, exhales, shrugs his shoulder, readjusts his helmet, and gets ready to bat again. Swings that bat side to side, now puts it up by his shoulder, and watches one just miss. Oh, man, that looked like strike 3 to a lot of people. It was a ball. Didn't look that way to Chance Key, and it didn't look that way, most importantly, to the umpire, though. He's the one whose opinion matters the most. 2-2 count. Chance Key with a good eye. Watches one spin, and this time he gets caught looking for strike 3. His second strikeout of the game, second out of the inning for the Go Hawks is Corbin Dewey up to bat. Dewey's 1 for 1 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. He was one of those that was plated on that bases clearing triple by Ethan Hennings last inning. Go Hawks have 3 hits in the game. Dewey has one of them as he fouls one away. Decorah with 5 hits. They obviously just didn't have as big a hit as Ethan Hennings had. That's the difference in the game. There were back-to-back doubles that helped Decorah score their 1 run, but it was Ethan Hennings' big triple that gives the Go Hawks the 2-run advantage here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch inside and high, 1-1. 2 outs, nobody aboard for Corbin Dewey. One of those few guys that could get an RBI still, even with nobody on, if you know what I mean. The 1-1. Ball fouled over towards the third base dugout where the Go Hawks sit. Mostly blue skies overhead. Few friendly clouds. Chance of some rain tomorrow, but today looks ideal. Feels ideal as well. Here's the 1-2. Ball hit hard into left field. This one will get down in front of a diving Peepo. That means it's a double for Corbin Dewey. Peepo dove for it, which is the right decision with nobody on, and 2 outs. He just didn't get to it, and Corbin Dewey has an extra base hit. And now Nolan Foster, who struck out twice, would love nothing more than to trade places with big Corbin Dewey. I think they're going to bring in a pinch runner for Dewey at second. And they do just that. So a pinch runner for the Go Hawks. That's Tanner Nuss, the junior, standing at second. So Nuss at second. Coach Hermsen reminding him there's 2 outs. Small airplane flies right over our head, headed toward the Waverly Airport. The shadow of the airplane cast across the field. Field in sun completely. Swing and a miss by Foster. Foster's not been able to catch up to Keenan Tyler's fastball. But if he could time it, look out. Foster's got to quicken his bat. Pitch left alone as it was high, 1-1. 2 outs, runner at second base is Nuss, who is pinch running for Dewey, who got a double. Keenan Tyler sets below the belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball hits the outside corner. 1-2 now the count. Fisher Tweeten still warming up in the bullpen for Decorah. No action in the bullpen for the Go Hawks, which is kind of a surprise for me because Carson Graven, I've been told, is going to be limited to about 70 pitches. But with the way he's throwing tonight, I would love to see him go the distance. Ball fouled away, out of play. Stays 1-2 for Nolan Foster. Tweeten, as I watch him warm up, doesn't seem to have the velocity that Keenan Tyler has. Would be a change of pace sort of guy. Runner at second base will be taking off on the sound of the bat. The 1-2. Hit him. It also got the umpire. It's a ricochet off Foster and hit the umpire. Catcher checking on him. That hurts. That hurts. Coach Hine coming out to check on the umpire as well and ask, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Yes." Give me a moment. So Abram Rage up to bat. Rage has popped up to first base and struck out looking. But a timely hit would do the Go Hawks good. Runners at first and second in this elongated bottom of the fourth. Back-to-back outs. Now the Go Hawks trying a 2-out rally with a double and now a hit by pitch. 2-out rallies don't happen often, and they often make the difference in the final score. Ball fouled out way over the first base dugout where the Vikings are sitting. That 2-out rallies so often make the difference when it's all said and done in a ball game. If you can be the team that scores with 2 outs, it's such a hard thing to do. Rage waiting for the delivery. That's 0-1. Going from the stretch is Keenan Tyler. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. Rage just couldn't catch up to that one. Good heater. That small plane still flying around in the distance, catching the eye of those young and young at heart. Again, the runners have to go on contact as they're at first and second with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. That's going to get by the catcher. The play at first will not be made. The bases are loaded. The ball nearly went into the dugout for Decorah. It didn't. If it would have gone in the dugout, and still he wouldn't have been able to chase that down, the Go Hawks would have scored. So for the fourth inning in a row, the Go Hawks load the bases. That is uncanny. 4 innings in a row with the bases loaded. Go Hawks left them loaded in the first, left them loaded in the second, but it was a big hit by Ethan Hennings that cleared them in the third and gave the Go Hawks a 3-1 lead. Again, the 4th inning in a row with the bases loaded as Aiden Hofert comes in to courtesy run for Rage at first. Go Hawks nesting at each bag as Jacob Lord's up to bat. He's been good. He's got a single and a walk and a run scored in this game. Having one of his better performances. I tell you, the Lord family would hop out of their bleacher seats if they see Jacob put it into play. Stepping off the rubber is Keenan Tyler. The action continues in the bullpen for Decorah. I don't think the pitching's been particularly bad. I mean, he had a drop third strike just a second ago. Ball hit in the air, right field side. It's shallow. It's in the sun. It's caught by Weimer. For a moment, I thought he lost in the sun. The Go Hawks leave the bases loaded for the third time this game. We'll be back 3-1. Go Hawks with the lead as we go to the 5th inning on the K-Way Sports Network.
Mom, I don't feel good. My throat hurts. I think I caught the bug going around the office.
Hi, honey. Jess rolled her ankle at her game. I think we need to go to the walk-in clinic to get it checked out. I'll meet you there.
When you need care today, the walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center is here for you. Get exceptional local care with on-site labs and x-ray from skilled and friendly healthcare providers without waiting for an appointment. Our experienced nurse practitioners and physician assistants are ready to help with those unforeseen sprains, strains, and sniffles. Located on 9th Street Southwest in Waverly, Iowa, the walk-in clinic is open when you need it, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can even check in online at waverlyhealthcenter.org/check-in. Convenient, comprehensive, and the care you need close to home. The walk-in clinic at Waverly Health Center. Big city care, small town comfort.
Go Hawks 3, Decorah 1. The Go Hawks have left 10 men on the bag so far in this game as it's time now for a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. The Go Hawks send Carson Graven to shortstop. Sam Rose goes to second, meaning Myers is out of the game. And the new pitcher is Grant Parker, the sophomore, with a 1.27 ERA. Opponents bat .209 against him. He struck out 15, walked 4, hit 1 in 11 innings of action. I just found out my little boy as his dad is a principal coming up this fall. That's a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. When you need to change your tires or even repair your tires, trust the people that treat you like family. Waverly Tire Company. Leading things off for the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Decorah. Keenan Tyler, the pitcher, has reached on a fielder's choice, a double, and has scored the Vikings' only run of the ball game. Throw down to second base, and we are ready to go here in the 5th inning. Go Hawks leading 3-1. Been a tight affair. It doesn't have to be this tight. The Go Hawks have been cursed with men left on the bags too often. See what Grant does. Grant Parker, the right-hander for the Go Hawks, I should mention. Parker stares into Rage. Shrugs his shoulder, whines, raises his leg, and throws a curveball that spins in for a called strike. That had a lot of movement on it. It bent quite a bit. Parker with the 0-1. Fastball outside, dropped by Rage. Wasn't that far outside, but if Rage squeezes that, maybe, just maybe, the umpire gives it a strike call. Doesn't hurt too much, but you got to, as a catcher, if you don't catch him, The umpire's not going to call it most of the time. Ball slaps straight back down, goes back to the pitcher. Parker waits a long time, throws to first. He's not in time, though. That's a single. Grant Parker's got to charge that. He waited for that thing to come to him. It was only hit 10 feet, and Grant Parker did not show a lot of urgency through to first, and Keenan Tyler outran it. Good hustle by Keenan Tyler down the line. That brings up Noah Stortz, who's 1 for 2 with the ground out to short and a double in this ball game. Throw to first base, runners back. Plenty of time there. By the way, this inning, we'll take a look at the rankings according to the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association. That's the rankings that I utilize. Pitch tip top of the zone, strike 1 to Noah Stortz. Sam Kleiner on deck for Decorah, hoping that he's got 2 men aboard. The Go Hawks hoping to get a double play ball. Inside curveball, nips at the knees, strike 2. What a great pitch. Parker's curve doesn't have as much 12-6 as it does 3-9 movement. He really moves that thing horizontally. Throw to first base, runners back. Ooh, pretty close. Pretty close. Not terribly close, but closer than it looked because Grant Parker kind of nonchalant in his movements. Kind of smooth. He sets, throws to first, runner back. The rankings in Class 4A have Johnston number 1, Waukee 2nd, Iowa City High 3rd, Urbandale 4th, Dowling Catholic 5th, Cedar Falls is 6th, Waukee Northwest 7th, Cedar Rapids Prairie 8th, Sioux City East 9th, and West Des Moines Valley is number 10 as the ball's popped up and over the press box. Count stays 0-2. The count with the runner at first base. Runner at first base has a moderate lead. Might want to check on him. Nope. Oh, ball slap foul by Stortz. It was a curveball that was running away from the plate, and Stortz just kind of leaned in and poked at it. Foul. A little bit of left field in shadow. Everybody else in sun. Once that ball, the sun comes a little bit further below the clouds, it's going to be trouble at first base. But right now, it's not so bad. Corbin Dewey still got the sunglasses on, but it's not too bad yet. But later on tonight, that will be a problem at first base. Ball hit outside, caught by the second baseman on a short liner. Sam Rose makes the catch. The runner does dive back to first before Rose can throw it there. So there's an out. That brings up Sam Kleiner, who's grounded out to the pitcher and struck out looking.
Number 7, Sam Kleiner.
Again, Keenan Tyler got to first, but it was a feebly hit ball. So you got to like what Grant Parker's doing so far. Parker getting his first inning of work after Carson Graven struck out 6. Gave up 5 hits, but it really doesn't tell the story too much. There's some obstruction on the mound. I don't know, something pokey. He hands it to the umpire. I can't see what it is. Looks like some sort of sharp object that's handed to Coach Malcolm Newell. As Parker didn't want to have to deal with that. I can't tell what it was. Runner at first base being held on. He takes off. Throw down his second. Not in time. It's a strike called, by the way. Class 3A rankings have Dubuque Wahlert number 1, Grinnell 2nd, Davenport Assumption is 3rd, Cedar Rapids Xavier 4th, Western Dubuque is 5th, Western Dubuque out of Epworth. For some reason, some people call Cascade Western Dubuque as well, and I don't know because Cascade doesn't call themselves anything but Cascade. I guess if you look on the buses, it says Western Dubuque Community School District as the ball shoots into the dugout for Decorah. But it's kind of like how Allamakee County School District is really walk-on. Howard Winneshiek County is really Crestwood. But there's just a few people that will still call Cascade Western Dubuque, and I'll never understand that. I'll give you 6 through 10 here in just a bit, by the way. Runner at second base, 1 out. Ball bounces Rage blocks it. That ball bounced well in front of the plate. 1-2 now the count to Kleiner. Number 6 in Class 3A is defending champion Marion, followed by Lewis Central at 7. Clear Creek Amana is 8th. Center Point Urbana 9th. And North Polk rounds out the top 10. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That brings up Brady Stilley, who struck out and has a single. Runner at second base. Go Hawks lead 3-1. By the way, Waverly Shark is getting votes to be ranked, but they're not ranked. They're in the same category as Carlisle, Independence, who probably will be ranked Monday, Sioux City, Bishop Heelan, and West Delaware, who beat the Go Hawks by 10 earlier this year, and kind of an ugly game for the Go Hawks. Curveball drifts south of the knees, 1-0 to Brady Stilley, who bats from the 5-hole for Coach Riley's Decorah Vikings. Runner at second base being held on by Carson Graven, the shortstop. Ball spiked into the turf again. Abram Rage with a great block. Grant Parker on the mound for the Go Hawks. His team leading by 2. In between innings, it's stretch time. Saying take me out to the ball game to yourself, I guess, if you want to at home. Fastball outside corner called strike. Rage is looking for something inside. It hit the outside corner. Rage goes out and talks to Parker, saying, you crossed me up, but good pitch, buddy. See if Grant Parker can get even here. He's just a sophomore, but there's a lot of potential in Grant Parker for sure. Pitch outside. 3-1. 3-1 the count. Parker behind Brady Stilley. He's got a good hitter's count against him. Ball 4 outside. Runners at first and second. The tying run is at first now. Ethan Holthouse up to bat. He struck out looking and flew out to center field in his 2 at-bats so far tonight in Game 1. A great crowd here. One of the things I notice about the crowd at Go Hawk games is sometimes there's guys that, moms and dads that don't have kids playing anymore. They just became addicted to Go Hawk baseball and still supporting these young men. See the Leonards down there. Obviously Jason, one of the assistant football coaches, so he's got connection to these kids. But I love seeing parents. I talked about Gene Klunder before. They don't have a connection to one of the players or coaches directly anymore, but they still support the Go Hawks. Pitch outside, 1-0 to Ethan Holthouse. And there's a lot of people, a lot of you listening right now, just Go Hawk fans. And to be fair, Go Hawk baseball is giving you a good product to enjoy every year. Pitch on the outside corner called strike. Boy, a lot of belly aching from the Decorah fans tonight. Down below me, it might have been outside, but again, fans of all schools need to back off the complaints of the umpires. We have an umpire shortage. 1-1. Pitch low. 2-1. I know the umpires probably can deal with, oh no, Blue, call it both ways, and all the things we hear on a nightly basis. But fan behavior, I don't think necessarily is the reason for the shortage, but it can't be helping. And I think we all need to evaluate ourselves and how much we spend cheering negatively and spend more time cheering positively for our kids. Going nuts when they do something well rather than going nuts when somebody does something wrong. Yeah, men and women in blue, they make mistakes. But so do the kids in white, so do the kids in red. There's human beings all over the place. 2-1 the count. I'm not saying that the Go Hawks never complain to. Their fans do as well. Swinging a foul tip, caught by Rage. 2-2 the count. Not saying Decorah fans do it more than others. I don't know. I don't often notice a lot of that stuff. Just on my soapbox. Now I'm off my soapbox. Runners take off. Double steal. Throw to third base. Not in time. Runner goes to second as well. So 2 runners now in scoring position. A full count. Runners at second and third. A single could tie the ball game. First base is unoccupied, though. So Grant Parker's going to need to throw a strike, but he can't throw too pretty of a strike. Bases have some threatening Vikings on it. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Holy cow, that was a big pitch. Runner stranded at second and third. The Go-Hawks keep a 3-1 lead, and it's time to stretch your legs as we go to the bottom of the fifth on the K-Way Sports Network.
We are family.
Hey, kids, can we give the singing a little break? It's a long way till we get to the hotel, and since we got our new quiet and comfortable riding tires from Waverly Tire Company, you don't need to sing so loud. And since Waverly Tire Company took the time to find out exactly how we use the car, we got a great set of tires that should last longer, and I even saved a little money so we can stay an extra day on vacation.
Yay!
I've got a feeling we're going to spend a little more time in the car this summer, so let's find something else to do instead of singing.
Are we there yet? Yeah, are we there yet?
Hold on. How does that go again?
We are family.
Visit Waverly Tire Company across from Dollar Tree on 4th Street South today to make sure you save money and get the best tires to keep your family safe this summer. Because at Waverly Tire Company,
We are family.
Waverly Shark leads 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. This has been a nip-tuck affair. I mean, the Go-Hawks have left 10 people on, so they could be up by more, but the Vikings could easily be ahead as they have 2 more hits than the Go-Hawks have. This is an exciting game in the Northeast Iowa Conference. You got to love these. I always love Waverly Shark versus Decorah, Waverly Shark versus New Hampton games. No offense to the other teams in the conference. Those are fun, too, but those 3 schools always have well-coached teams that do a lot of the little things right and give me exciting contests to call. And tonight is just like that, and I hope you're enjoying it as Sam Rose comes up to bat for the Go-Hawks. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. He's been hit by a pitch, and he scored off that big Ethan Hennings triple back in the third. That's been the difference in the ball game. By the way, we'll look at the teams ranked in Class 2A and 1A according to Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association in this half inning. Just about ready to go. Here's the umpire. Gets back behind Brady Stilley, and we're ready to go. His right-hander Sam Rose bunts down the third base side. This is a good bunt fielded by the pitcher. Throws off his back foot. That's a single. Well done by Sam Rose. That was indefensible. He put it in exactly the right spot. And bunting on field turf is easier said than done. It's not going to die in the grass. You have got to be a very good bunter to bunt for a base hit on field turf, and Sam Rose just did it. Ethan Hennings up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a walk, and obviously that bases clearing triple, which has been the play of the game so far as he swings and misses at a fastball on the outside corner. Runner at first base, nobody out. Kind of surprised Hennings isn't thinking about bunting here. Throw to first base, gets by the first baseman. Running to second is Rose, and he will get it. Ball did not get very far by Kleiner, but Rose was ready to run. So he bunts himself to first. Now he runs himself over to second. It's an 0-1 count to Ethan Hennings, who still could bunt here, although he's shown that he's got plenty of bat. The 9-hitter Ethan Hennings up to bat with an 0-1 count. Fly ball pulled left field foul beyond the batting cages on that side. Ethan's swinging confidently. I've not seen him swing this well all year. And I think if a bases clearing triple doesn't give you a swagger, I don't know what will. Runner at second base held on by the second baseman, who's standing right on the bag right now. Now he gets off the bag. Here's the pitch. Ball driven into right field, foul. Long run toward the bullpen, but Ben Weimer could not catch up to that. Good hustle, though, by the right fielder for the Vikings. Count still 0-2. Keenan Tyler way ahead of the count, but Ethan Hennings being a tough out in the 9 spot. Runner at second base, nobody out. Go Hawks lead 3-1 in the bottom half of the 5th. Tyler sets. Throws, curveball called strike 3. Good pitch. And that's out number 1. That'll bring up Carson Graven, who is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a fly out to right and center fields. Class 2A rankings have Van Meter number 1, followed by Esterville Lincoln Central. Clarinda's 3rd, Mid Prairie 4th. Dyersville Beckman is 5th as they hold the runner at second. Here's the throw, and it's low. Second base in Allstead will stand exactly on the bag. That's going to leave a lot of room. If there's a ground ball on the right side of the infield, it's probably getting through. He's standing on the bag again. Pitch nibbles on the outside corner, 1-1 to Graven. The 6th best team in Class 2A, according to the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association, is West Marshall. Anamosa 7th, Jessup 8th, Des Moines Christian 9th, and Cascade, or Western Dubuque, for those of you who want to call them that, is ranked 10th. Cascade has one of the great fields in the state of Iowa. Ground ball, bounces off the mound, goes over to shortstop to throw to first, gets by the first baseman, rounding third, and heading for home is Rose. An error. A single, I think, for Graven. I think he would have gotten there. It was a tough play, but then an error on the throw.
Now batting for the Gohawks, number 4, Dylan Stockton.
What a play there. The Gohawks put it in play, and now they lead 4-1. That's a Folkerts Financial Services insurance run. Help insure your family's future by calling Folkerts Financial Services. Stockdale 0 for 2 as he tries to bunt. Just about hit him. It did hit him, and it's a strike. Did it hit him? No, it's a strike. He kept that thing offered. Showing it just came right at him. He couldn't pull the bat back, but he reached on an error, also was hit by a pitch and grounded out to third. So a strike called. Runner at third base is Graven as he moved over there on that pitch. 4-1 Go Hawks, looking for some more Folkerts Financial Services insurance runs. Is Stockdale going to squeeze here? He showed bunt earlier. I don't think he is. Ball popped up into right field, foul territory. This ball will not be caught by Weimer. As Weimer made a good long run of it. For strike 2, it falls to the grass. But I think if Weimer catches that, Graven probably scores from third. He's probably tagging, as Weimer had to run a long ways. It wouldn't have been a long throw, but I think Graven would have tagged and tried to go home. So Weimer's probably best not catching that ball. 1 out in the inning, 0-2 count. Dylan Stockdale got a battle here as he's down in the count. Swing and a miss on a curveball that ran away from his bat. That's the second out of the inning, both via K's. That brings up Chance Key, who's 0 for 3 with K's both ways and a fly out to left field. The rankings in Class 1A have Evanston St. Mary's 1, Mason City Newman 2, Northland 3, New London 4, Lansing Key is 5th, Lisbon 6th, Don Bosco 7th, South Winneshiek 8th, 9th is Ankeny Christian, and rounding out the top 10 is the Sigourney Savages. The ball fouled by Key over to his buddies in the third base dugout. 2 outs, runner at third base. Chance Key up to bat. The Go Hawks have left 10 men on the bags in this game. Chance Key does not want to strand Carson Graven, who's the pitcher of record but the current shortstop for the Go Hawks. Ball hit into the gap, left center field. And that one's going to get into the gap all the way into the shadow. A double for Chance Key. About time he got a good hit as he was due. And the Go Hawks lead 5-1. Ethan Holthouse ran after that one into the gap, but there was no way he was going to get that line drive.
26, Corbin Dewey.
That brings up Corbin Dewey, who's 2 for 2 with a walk, a single, a double, and a run scored. 5-1, the Go Hawks lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Getting some much-needed insurance. Corbin Dewey, the right-hander, facing a tiring Keenan Tyler. Spinner called strike 1. Good pitch. The breeze just lofting the flag toward center field as it sits beyond the fence. Probably won't have an impact on the ball, but it's blowing out slightly. Curveball way outside, 1-1. More action in the bullpen for Decorah. Kind of surprised they're not making a change, as Keenan Tyler does look to be tiring. He's not bad, But I think the Go-Hawks' heart of the order could really pounce on him. Pitch high and tight, 2-1. I mean, the heart of the Go-Hawks order is tough, as Chance Key just showed with that double. Corbin Dewey, country boy who can hit it a country mile, one of the Shell Rock rockers of the baseball. Pitch inside, nearly warned by Dewey. 3-1 the count. If you were to guess which one of the boys was from Shell Rock on the team, you would guess Corbin Dewey as well. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4 outside. Runners at first and second. Nolan Foster up to bat. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, and he was hit by a pitch last time up. Now, Go Hawk fans, think about this. You loaded the bases the first, second, third, and fourth. Foster gets on. You can load the bases for a fifth straight inning. Now, Coach Adam Riley making a visit to the mound. He's going to take the ball from Keenan Tyler, it looks like, and we have ourselves a Waverly Tire Company pitching change. When you need to change your tires or even repair your tires, trust the people that treat you like family. Waverly Tire Company is so fast, they might just get you in and out before we come back from this Waverly Tire Company pitching change. 5-1, Go Hawks lead the Vikings, changing hurlers on the K-Way Sports Network.
Hi, this is Tamala Johnson, principal at St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly. I invite you to discover what academic, emotional, and spiritual growth opportunities St. Paul's can provide your children. If you're interested in school choice and giving your child a well-rounded educational opportunity in a Christian setting, please visit our website or call and ask about our educational and scholarship programs. St. Paul's Lutheran School in Waverly is an accredited institution where Christian faith and learning go hand in hand.
Attention do-it-yourselfers. Whether your to-do plans call for a quick fix-up or for a major project, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Janesville Lumber is everything you need, like tools, paint, and all the supplies to get you started. Best of all, their experts can help answer all your questions to make sure you have the right items. So before you roll up your sleeves and get to work, stop first at Janesville Lumber. Proud to support Janesville High School and community events. Janesville Lumber.
At first and second, the Go Hawks lead 5-1. It's a Waverly Tire Company pitching change as the new Decorah Viking pitcher is sophomore Fisher Tweeton with 11.2 innings or 11 2/3, I should say, innings this year. He's got a 3.0 ERA. Opponents bat .271 against him. He's walked 2, hit 3, and struck out 7 on the year. And he'll be facing Nolan Foster, who's 0 for 2 this evening. Again, the Go Hawks have loaded the bases each inning. Foster would have to earn himself a walk or something similar in order to get another inning with the bases juiced. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. And Fisher Tweeton ready to pitch as the umpire cleans a clean plate. You know, there's no way the plate gets dirty, but old habits die hard. Either that or our home plate umpire has a case of little OCD. First pitch flutters outside. A completely different pitcher. Fisher Tweeton will make you have to sit back. But Foster had trouble with the faster pitching. Maybe he'll hammer slower pitching from Tweeton. Tweeton, a long blonde hair coming out of his hat. Pitches outside. It's 2-0. I'm fully expecting a walk to load the bases with the way this game's gone. Aren't you? Here's the 2-0 now from Tweeton. Swing and a miss by Foster.
Hey, let's confidence, Foster. Let's
Fisher
go,
Tweeton better have a Twitter account and with that last name. If he doesn't, he's just missing out on a golden opportunity. 3-1, now the count as that pitch is low. Blue skies overhead. Runners at first and second. 2 outs in the inning. Abram Rage in the batter's box with shin guards on. Curveball hits the tip top of the zone. Count runs full. That's a pitch you got to leave alone if you're Foster. Even if it is a called strike, unless there's 2 strikes, you really don't want to chase that because there's not much you can do with that pitch. Tweeten shakes off the first sign, nods at the second, sets. Here's the payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Out 3, and we go to the 6th inning. Go Hawks got 2 runs, though. They lead 5-1. You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network.
Imagine a world with slow internet, where your Netflix locks up, your podcasts won't play, and stop! That sounds unbearable. Luckily, you've got Butler Bremer Communications. In fact, we were just designated a smart rural community. This means we're a top-performing broadband provider, and with direct fiber connections and up to 200 meg download and upload speeds, you've got everything you need to work, play, and stream as much as you want online. Learn more at butler-bremer.com today.
Planting season is upon us, and Red Power in New Hampton is ready to provide your farm and family the service you deserve. Red Power is a family-owned Case IH dealer spanning across northern Iowa with 45 years of service. Red Power in New Hampton is ready to provide you with the best in advanced farming systems equipped in their new machinery for precision farming to allow you to control the entire farming cycle. Go to redpowerteam.com today to see how Red Power in New Hampton can get you in the fields with success.
Waverly Shark leads 5-1 in the 6th inning as the Decorah Vikings up to bat. The Go Hawks and Vikings, the top 2 teams in the conference. The Go Hawks with a half-game lead in the conference standings. And Grant Parker, the sophomore, will face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters as both teams went from a senior on the mound to a sophomore on the mound. Caden Allstad is 0 for 2. He reached on an error and flew out to center field, reached on an error over at shortstop. 3 errors for the Vikings, 1 for the Go Hawks in this game. As the first pitch, fastball, outside corner, called strike 1. Good pitch there from Grant Parker. Love that get-ahead pitch. Now he goes from the wind. Similar spot, swing and a miss. Little off the plate, and Allstad thought he had to go get it. I think he thought the first pitch was off the plate, so that one was a little further off, and he chased. Here's the 0-2. Curveball, inside corner, ring him up, sir. Strike 3. The 3rd strikeout for Grant Parker. He's off to a really nice start in relief. As Thomas Ostley up to bat, he's 1 for 2 with a fly out to right field and a single. His fly out to right field was no routine play, as Chance Key had to make a long run of it. Curveball, swing and miss, strike 1. As Ostley's behind, Grant Parker has not thrown a ball yet in this 6th inning. In all strike throwing, gotta love that from a youngster especially. Next pitch, fouled off. It was a bender.
Hey, way to get ahead of here, kid.
0-2 the count. Grant Parker works with some good pace. I think you should always work with good pace if you're in control. I mean, some guys work slow, and that's fine, but I think when you're in control, you usually work faster. Ground ball over to second base. Rose vacuums it up, flips to first. Dewey can't pick it up. Oh, he does pick it up. It was dropped by Dewey on a low throw. Dewey's fumbling around with it, eventually picks it off the turf right before Ostley got there. That was a bang play. The umpire right there to make the call. 2 up, 2 down. Ben Weimer up to bat. He struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2 this evening. 2 outs, nobody aboard in the top of the 6th. Woo, that one got away from Grant Parker. Slipped out of his hands and went behind Weimer. The first ball was a doozy of a ball from Grant Parker. I mean, if you're going to throw one out of the zone, throw one out of the zone. Here's the 1-0. Now he finds the zone again, swing and a miss. His breaking pitch is big breaking. That's a lot of action on that pitch. And he's got a lot of horizontal action, as I mentioned last inning. Fastball high, 2-1. 2 outs, nobody aboard for the 9-hitter, Ben Weimer. 5-1, Waverly Sharrock leads. Matt Ray with you here. The Go Hawks host the Vikings. It's game 1 of a doubleheader. Curveball finds the inside corner. Grant Parker's everybody fooled with the curve. He throws a great spinner. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. A perfect inning for the Go-Hawks. We go to the 6th inning. The bottom of the 6th, Go-Hawks lead by 4. Looking for some more Folkers Financial Services insurance runs on the K-Way Sports Network.
The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly is the place to bring your friends and stay a while. With pizza, sandwiches, the Cedar Valley's best burgers, wraps, and amazing salads, the Dirty Dog has something for everyone. Stop in to watch the game or just grab a cold beer or your favorite drink and enjoy the great atmosphere with state-of-the-art TVs and sound system. The Dirty Dog American Bar and Grill in Waverly. Real food for real people.
First Maxfield Mutual Insurance provides protection for your home or farm you can afford, all backed by friendly hometown service. The staff at First Maxfield Mutual Insurance in Denver knows the Cedar Valley area and knows insurance. Whether you want to review your current coverage or you need some advice and a quote, we're here to provide you with personal attention and the coverage you need. For over 150 years, Cedar Valley residents have counted on us for quality protection from Farm Mutual Insurance. Contact a First Maxfield Mutual agent for all your insurance needs.
You're listening to the K-Way Sports Network, K-Way Country, AM 1470, and the new FM 96.3.
Five to 1, Go Hawks lead as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Fisher Tweeten, the right-handed sophomore, on the mound for the Vikings, taking on the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Go Hawks, who are trying to add some runs and what they hope is their final at-bat of game number 1. Because obviously, Go Hawks are 3 outs away from a win if they can just be ahead before the Vikings get down to the top of the 7th. It's not the hardest task in the world, but insurance sure helps. As Abram Rage up to bat, he's 0 for 3. He's popped up to the pitcher, struck out twice, but he reached on his last time striking out on a drop third strike. Rage, a right-hander. It's a righty versus righty matchup here in the bottom of the 6th frame. Tweeten winds and delivers. Slow pitch. That's a humpback line drive into left field for Rage on the first pitch of the inning. And Tweeten just throws so slow that the bottom half of the lineup, I think, is going to do well. You know, traditionally, it's the top half of the lineup and middle of the lineup that really struggles with slower pitching. But a lot of times these guys toward the bottom are younger or less experienced, maybe not younger, but just haven't seen as many pitches, and they don't mind the slow pitches as much. Aiden Holford, by the way, the courtesy runner at first base for Rage. Jacob Lord is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a fly out to right field, and a run scored in this game. Go Hawks scored 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. Decorah's 1 run came in the 3rd. Actually, Decorah led this thing 1-0 before the Go Hawks put up 5 unanswered. Runner takes off to second. Throw is going to be close, but the swipe is not there as the ball exits the glove of Allstat. A steal of second. And Jacob Lord has a man he can bat home. So a runner at second base. Nobody out. 1-0 the count to Jacob Lord. Next pitch flowing into center field. They were shading left center. The ball's hit into right center, and it's caught by Holthaus. A tag up, and the runner will get to third. Productive out there by Jacob Lord as he's out number 1. That brings up Sam Rose, who's been
now batting for the Go Hawks,
pretty good tonight.
10,
He's 1 for 2.
Rose.
He struck out. He was hit by a pitch. Had a single. He's also scored twice. So he's got 2 of the Go Hawks' 5 runs. And he can hit somebody home as there's a runner 90 feet away. Swing and a miss with a slow curve. That is a Bugs Bunny change of pace. It's a curveball, so it's not a changeup, but it feels like one of those Bugs Bunny changeups. Remember that old cartoon where they swing, 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 all on the same pitch? Pitch gets over the head of the batter, and coming home to score, run number 6 is the Go Hawks courtesy runner, Hofert. Pitch was way over the head of Sam Rose. 1-1 the count. Go Hawks get a Folkerts Financial Services insurance run. Counts 1-1 to Rose. Rose pops one up, first base side. Should be an easy play as it's gloved by first baseman Kleiner. 2 outs now. That'll bring up Ethan Hennings. Hennings is 1 for 2 with a walk. That bases clearing triple and a strikeout looking last time. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. Go Hawks lead by 5 runs. Swing and a miss. Hennings misses the Tweeten pitch. That was on the outer half. Sun's getting tougher for first baseman. It's going to get even tougher later. Pitch low and away. Actually gets by the catcher who makes no effort to get that ball as there's nobody on. Dylan Stockdale, the in-the-hole hitter, goes and gets it. 2 outs. Nobody on for the 9-hitter, Ethan Hennings. Curveball high, 2-1. And Hennings, the big man on campus with that bases clearing triple earlier tonight. Best hit I've seen him have. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Hennings. Don't forget in the post game to listen as we give you the Waverly Box and Pallet Box score. Also, we'll talk with Coach BJ Hermsen and then get you ready for game number 2 as this is a doubleheader between the 2 best teams in the conference. Pitch outside, ball 3. Good job by Hennings to leave that one alone. Didn't miss by a ton, but it did indeed miss, which makes Hennings lay off of it even more impressive to me. Full count, 2 outs, nobody aboard. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch. Hit on the line and right at the toes. At the shortstop, it did bounce. It wasn't caught in the air. He throws to first, and that ends the inning. Go Hawks are 3 outs away from victory. Can they do it? We'll find out after this on the K-Way Sports Network.
Life is complicated enough. Why not simplify it? Hi, I'm Andrew Kaler with the Denver Insurance Agency. Our multi-policy discounts offer great ways to get lower rates for each policy, and it's a perfect way to make sure our customers get our best deals. Call today. Let's talk savings when we bundle your farm, home, and auto insurance. We're Denver Insurance Agency, your local Grinnell Mutual Insurance provider. Call today, 984-6151. We're committed to making sure our customers get our best deals.
Show your hometown pride and give back to area booster clubs by ordering a MyPick school mascot debit card from Fidelity Bank and Trust. Visit bankfidelity.bank to get yours today. Each quarter, we'll donate to the school's booster club, totaling $5 per card ordered. Don't see your school card? Contact us to learn how to get added. Fidelity Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Go Hawks 6, Vikings 1 as we go to the 7th inning. The Go Hawks are 3 outs away from victory. The Go Hawks are 7-1 in the Northeast Iowa Conference. Decorah is 6-1, so this game's big. Obviously, the whole doubleheader is big. As Grant Parker is on the mound facing the 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Vikings. Obviously, the Vikings like the guys they have coming up this inning. So it's a big spot for Grant Parker, who's been very good. Struck out 4 in 2 innings. Pitch low as he falls behind Jacob Pipo, who's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and then strikeouts. Grant Parker going from the windup as he fiddles around with the rubber. Now he's ready to go. It's a fastball that goes right down Cherry Street, strike 1. 1-1 count to Pipo. Waving the white bat. Flying it into right field. Chance Key glides toward it and gets that one near the line for out number 1. That was in fair territory. It's out number 1. So the Go Hawks need 2 outs before they give up 5 runs and they'll win.
Number 15, Keenan Tyler.
Keenan Tyler is 2 for 3 with the fielder's choice, a double, a single, and a run scored. He's had a great evening in game 1. He started the game off on the mound, too. Got into lots of trouble, but got out of it a bunch of times until he didn't. Curveball sweeps in there, strike 1 to Keenan Tyler. I love the self-assuredness of a sophomore like Grant Parker on the mound. Curveball hit into right field. That's going to be a single. Chance Key overruns it. And that's a misplay by Key, turning that into 2 bags. I think it's a single and a misplay by Chance Key getting that in. But a hit nonetheless. Decorah's out hit the Go Hawks 7-6. But it's the Go Hawks who lead 6-1. Noah Stortz up to bat. Stortz is 1 for 3 with a ground out to short, a double, and a pop-up to second base. Go Hawks need outs. You don't even worry about the guy at second. You know, they're clapping the gloves over there. I don't care about that guy. It's the guy at home. You got to get the outs. Obviously, you're not just going to let him walk to second. But I would not waste much mental energy on a runner at second base when I've got a 5-run lead and 1 out already on the board. Ball flown into center field. Ethan Hennings runs toward the gap, makes the catch. Boy, he's like a gazelle out there. Runner's going to tag and go to third, and he'll get there standing. But Ethan Hennings is so smooth and fast to spots that other guys would have trouble getting to that ball, and he makes it look easier. He just takes nice, long steps. But, I mean, he looks like a gazelle out there. It's unbelievable. Sam Kleiner up to bat. The Go Hawks are an out away from a big win in the Northeast Iowa Conference. Kleiner dribbled to the pitcher and then struck out twice. He is the Vikings' last hope. Pitch outside. In fact, 7-hitter Caden Alstad has to score in order for the Vikings to win this one or tie this one, as Sam Kleiner, the 4-hitter's up to bat. Ball spins away. Catcher can't find it, and the run's going to score, but it doesn't really matter. The strike, I think, is more important than the run scoring. It's nice for the Vikings to have scored Keenan Tyler. He's got both of their runs in this game. Is that wild pitch left Rage spinning around in circles looking for the ball, but the strike, in my opinion, is bigger than the run. The run is a moot point. It's all about getting this final out. So 1-1 count. Pitch low, 2-1. I mean, you don't want to give up runs at any point in time. I mean, you're not just looking to give up runs, but my barometer is so low when you're up now 6-2. It's that 1 out that matters most. Strike on the outside corner called. Beautiful pitch by Grant Parker, and the Go Hawks are 1 strike away from a win in game 1. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. They tag him, and the game is over. The Go Hawks win 6-2.